All right. All right, let's start with arm circles. We're going to do alternate though. So we're going to put our palms facing out and go all the way around like you have a wall beside you. And back down, and then we'll do the other side. Like you have palms facing out. Oh, this shoulder is naughty. It's a naughty sock. Good thing I wasn't recording when Mike was trying to get me in trouble. Goofy guy. Remind me to not give him a microphone next time he joins my workout. All right, let's do shoulder rolls. Big rolls. Crack, 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 crunch. I have very crunchy shoulders today. Okay, let's change direction. So roll forward. Holy moly. I'm gonna take my right arm and I'm gonna go right across my body and pull. That's how you can tell too sometimes when you know your shoulder is super tight is when you go to pull it across your body, it lifts up to your ear.
Yeah.
Let's do the other arm. Straight across. Yeah, this shoulder's not as high. Just doing a few things with the arms, upper arm, before we go to the floor. All right. Right arm straight up. Drop the hand behind the head. And then you're just going to put your hand on just below the elbow and gently pull. We're going to do a technique that kind of releases the neck a bit today too. So, okay, arm straight up, left arm, hand behind the head, gently pull. Because our bodies are kind of cold right now, so you don't want to go too crazy with the stretches till we get moving a bit.
Oh.
Just hang on 2 seconds here. Doo-dee-doo. Here we go. Just got to keep you girls out of trouble. No. Okay, so then arms straight out at the side. And you're just going to reach. Reach. It's a gentle beginning to our stretch class. There's I noticed one of my workouts on YouTube that I posted is doing really well. It's high rep, that high rep one that made everyone's butt sore. I almost want to repeat it again. All right, so then I'm going to take my hands on my sides. I'm going to run my hand down my side, down the other side. So now we're just kind of stretching the side of our ribs, waist. And I want to try and stretch my shoulders just a little bit more. So I'm going to put my hands, hold my own hands behind my back. And then I'm going to just put my head down and let gravity stretch that shoulder. Oops. Got a new lady that's going to join us soon that I met the other day. She's going to start with the stretch classes starting next week. This is really good when you let gravity do the work. Back up. So now I'm going to put my chin to chest and run my hands or just down my legs to go for those toes. And then I'm just going to hang down here for a bit. And I'm going to go side to side like a rainbow shape. Back to center, nice and slow, come back up. Nice, okay. We're just gonna do some arm circles just out to the side. I wanna warm up the shoulders before we stretch them on the floor. So arm circles, change direction. All right, both your hands out front, swing one arm back and the other. This is actually feels really good for the shoulder. Super tight. Then out front, we're gonna crisscross. Crisscross. Just warming those shoulders up a bit. It's like my heater kicked in right when I'm standing below that. Okay, let's do the back. Crisscross. Behind the back. There we go. I want you to put your crisscross your arms across your chest and reach out opposite. Then crisscross, reach out the other side. Out, out. There we go. Now we warm those shoulders up a bit. Now when you go down to the floor, you can walk down with your hands, or you can just do that 90-90 to the floor like this, okay? We're gonna lie on our sides. Knees, hips parallel, hands together. We're gonna go all the way out, do our alligator stretch. Sometimes I like to hold this and then come back, forward, back, stretching that mid back and thoracic spine. And if you want, you could take that bottom hand and put it on your knee so that when you go back, your body gets a little more of a stretch because you're holding that knee so it can't follow you. It's up to you though. I actually pull the knee away from the center of my body, get a better stretch. Pull. Back. Forward. All right, support that neck. We're gonna do the shoulder sweep, so thumb a few inches above the floor, and you're gonna keep that thumb as you do a rainbow. Sometimes though, you can only go to here, so just return back to the front. Otherwise, you're gonna go and do like a rainbow shape, half circle, and I turn my wrist so that my thumb stays towards the floor, and back and forth. So your arm does not go across your body because you're just doing a half circle. So you start at your knees, go over your head, turn that wrist, keep that thumb towards the floor, and go to your lower back. And then return back to the front. I heard a crack. Yeah, the other day I was using heavier weights and my shoulders are saying, yep, better watch it, lady. Sometimes we think we're invincible. All right, so stay in this position. And then I want you to take the leg that's on the floor and straighten it. Right? Then you can take the arm that's supporting your neck and put it straight out in front of you. And then do that alligator stretch all the way back and then lie with your shoulders on the floor. if you want, you can take the hand and put it on the knee and just keep that secure there. Let's practice our breathing, anti-stress breathing. So take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to hold that breath. 2, 3. Then you're going to breathe it out. 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe it out. 2, 3, 4. It's the anti-stress technique. Okay, so I'm in this position, but now I'm thinking, I want a little, even more of a stretch. So you could either stay in this position, or you can take that spare hand and grab the other foot. But you want to keep your shoulders on the floor. And then if you pull that foot, you're going to start stretching that quad or thigh. A lot of times I get a cramp when I do this. It's trying to do it. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And when you're letting it go, sink into the floor. Deep breath in, let it go, let go. Nice relaxed stretch. Sometimes I do this, I feel like I could just fall asleep. So relaxing, and that's the way it should be. Okay, let's go on to the other side for the alligator stretch. Here we go. Hands together, all the way to the floor. And back forward. Reset. And really, you can hold this as long as you want, or you just go back and forth. Imagine the muscles lengthening out. You're just lengthening. Reach away from the body. Reach towards the ceiling. Reach forward. Stretch. It's part of the stretch. Nice long dancer arm. Nice. It feels so good. Stretch. Okay, come back forward. Take that bottom arm, support that neck and head. Thumb a few inches above the floor. We're going to do a shoulder sweep again. I could barely do that one. This is the shoulder that's mad at me. So I'm going to just take it nice and slow. And if I have to stop at the top, come back to the front, I will. This was one of the most effective shoulder stretches when I had the shoulder injuries. This is the one that did the most for my shoulder. Back and forth. All the way back, all the way to the front. Oh. Ooh la la. Such a good stretch though. I already feel a little bit better in my shoulder. All right, last one. So now I'm going to take that bottom arm and put it straight out at my side and go all the way into an alligator stretch. Come back forward. I'm going to take the bottom leg and straighten it down, put my hand on the knee and do the same stretch again. And I'm gonna just lay in this position now. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders on the floor, stretching that lower back, hip, and mid-thoracic spine. Let's do those relaxing breathing again. So breathe in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. Breathe in, deep breath, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Now, if you feel daring, you want to keep your shoulders down, but if you want, you can grab that other foot. Oh, almost couldn't get to it. And pull that foot. So you're pulling the knee down, trying to stretch the top of that leg and the hip, and keeping the shoulders on the floor. Now, this is something you don't have to do. It's just something you can add. Otherwise, you'll just lay in that position where we started. My hips are mad too, so we're going to get to work on those next. Usually, it's because my hamstrings are so darn tight. This is relaxing music. All right, so I'm going to grab my band or towel, have it handy, roll onto my back. Let's stretch the back of those legs. So now I'm going to keep my spine nice and stable on the floor. I'm going to take my band or towel. I'm going to push that leg out. And I'm going to pull that leg up. Stretch. So the fact that this is intense for me and my other knee is still bent just tells me, oh, well, that explains why my hip's mad at me. Those hamstrings are naughty. They affect your lower back, your hips, your knees. I'm going to lower my leg and I'm going to straighten the other leg and then I'm going to bring that same leg back up again. Wow. While I'm laying here, I might as well stretch the calf. So I'm going to point my toe to the ceiling and then my toe to the face. Just kind of hinging at that ankle. Forward, back. Stretch. All right. I'm going to hold on to this towel or band. This is the whole reason for the band, really, is so we can secure our legs while we stretch that inner thigh. I'm going to put my other opposite arm out to my side to kind of anchor myself to the floor. And I'm going to drop that leg straight out to the side. Feel that hamstring stretch. It's again another example of using gravity to stretch, but you want some sort of control, which is why we have the band. All right, let's take a deep breath in for 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, breathe out. 2, 3, 4. So now if you come out of this stretch class and you feel less stressed, that's why. Those breathing techniques are meant for when you're stressed. So if you ever have a stressful moment while you're sitting in traffic or something, just do those breathing. I can feel gravity slowly letting me relax that leg. Take a deep breath in, and when you blow out, just let go. Let go. Letting go. Just like what they say with the Borg, resistance is futile. I'm going to take that same leg. I'll take the band or towel off. Put both my arms out at my sides. I'm going to drop that leg across my body towards the floor. How far you get is dependent on how tight that hip is. Back to center. Bend both your knees. Let's do the other leg. Straight out. Pull that leg up. Ay, ay, ay. Whenever I feel that tight feeling when I first start to stretch, I take a deep breath in and just release. If you ever feel stressed too, and another good technique is to just focus on the exact moment you're in. Okay, I'm going to lower that leg, straighten my other leg, and then bring that leg back up again. I'm going to point my toe to the ceiling and then to my face. Ceiling, face. Hinging that ankle, stretching the calf. Gastrocnemius, I think it's called. All right, let's stretch that inner hamstring. So, arm out at the side, opposite arm to anchor your shoulders down. And I'm gonna drop that leg straight out to the side, nice and gentle and slow. Trying to keep my butt cheeks still on the floor, not letting my body lift up. Deep breath in. Let it go. Anti-stress breathing. You're going to take a deep breath in. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Just be mindful when you take a breath in, when you're breathing that breath out, you're just letting your body sink into the floor. It's just about relaxing those muscles. All these overachieving women need to take a break. And men. Just take a break from our busy minds and our busy lives. Deep breath in and let it go. Back to center. Now take that band, put it off to the side, both arms out at my sides, and I'm going to try and drop that leg across my body towards the floor. Keeping my shoulders and arms flat on the floor. So just the lower body's twisting away. Okay, back to center. Bend both your knees. Now we're going to take my right knee, and I'm going to pull it to my chest. I'm going to try and straighten that other leg down. If you can, I want you to pull that knee, right knee, towards your left shoulder. Back to center. Bring the other knee up because we're going to put our right ankle on that left knee. And just going to gently push that knee away and try and open my hip up. Take both hands and put them on that left leg and pull it towards my face. And then I'll use my right elbow and push that leg away at the same time. Always keeping my neck and spine stable on the floor. This class goes by way too quick. So many things I want to do to you. Okay, let's switch. So I'm going to bring my left knee to my chest. Straighten that right leg down. I'm going to pull my left knee towards my right shoulder. Gentle stretching, but I sure appreciate it. I know if I don't do a stretch class, I know it. You don't realize what you're doing for yourself until you miss a class, which is why I record them and put them up on YouTube for you. All right, back to center. I'm going to bring that right leg up so I can put my left ankle on it. And then I'm just going to push that leg out a bit. Open up that hip. Don't forget to breathe. Just let go. Everything's going to be great. You're going to have a wonderful weekend. Summer's just around the corner. Okay, let's grab that right leg, pull it towards your face, and if you can position your left elbow and push that left leg away from you as you're pulling the right leg towards you. It'd be pretty awesome. Deep breath in. Sink that body into the floor. You probably heard that Mike's getting Eggs Benedict today. Just because I'm an awesome girlfriend. And because next week is our 1-year anniversary. We made it a whole year. Wonderful. All right. Bring both your knees to your chest. Hug them. Let's rock side to side and loosen up that lower back a bit. Wee. Cha-cha-cha. All right. We're going to roll all the way up. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, so we're going to sit. If you can sit cross-legged, you can sit that way. If that's uncomfortable, sit however you're comfortable. Because we're actually going to do a bit of a release on our neck. So a little bit tricky, but it's good. So I want you to take your chin and go to your left shoulder. And I just want you to be mindful of what kind of range of motion you got. And then bring it back to center. Okay? Then I want you to take your hand and put it beside the left side of your chin. And I want you to use this hand to resist. And I want you to try and push your chin back to that left shoulder. But you're gonna fight it. So you're just pushing into your hand technically. Towards the left. Push. Okay. Relax. Now we're going to do it again, but this time your hand's going to lose. So you're going to resist all the way to that left shoulder. Here we go. You're fighting it all the way. And then back to front. Take your right hand and fight and push your chin towards right. But your hand's going to win. Then I want you to turn your chin towards that shoulder. And you should have improved your range of motion. Let's go back to front. We're going to put our right hand by the chin. And you're going to push into that hand, and the hand will not let you turn your chin. Actually, first I want you to turn to that right shoulder and be observant of your range of motion. Then we'll do it. Here we go. Push into the hand. Push. Let go. This time the hand's going to lose. Let's do it again. Push all the way to the right. Back to center. Put your left hand up and push into that left hand. Turn that and push. And release. Check your range of motion on both sides. And hopefully we open that up a little bit for you. I want you to take your left ear and put it towards your left shoulder. And then take your left hand and put it on your ear and push your ear towards the ceiling into that hand. Push. Okay, back to center. Right ear, right shoulder. Right hand on the ear. Push your ear into that hand. Back to center. Take your right hand, and I want you to put it on the outside of your left knee. And then take your left hand and go all the way behind you and look behind you. And you can use that right hand to push yourself so you can look as far back behind you as possible. Okay, let's do the other side. Left arm, right knee on the outside. Put that hand behind you and twist. All these subtle movements, hey? All right, let's go right into child pose. All the way down, stretch that lower back. Come to center, hands and knees. We're gonna do cat, cow. So tilt those hip bones towards the ceiling and arch that back up. And then tilt those hip bones towards the floor. Push your chest up. Chest back down, hip bones towards the ceiling. Stretch. And opposites. Just alternate back and forth. The most important part is the pelvic tilt. So all for that lower back. Just do what you can. Chest in, hip bones towards the ceiling. Tuck that bum under. Chest forward, hip bones towards the floor, keeping the arms straight. Back and forth. Now you're going to center yourself on your hands and knees. And I want you to imagine pushing your ribs towards your hip. So left side, hip and ribs. You're trying to push them together. Push them together like a tail wag almost. Now I'm going to push my right hip towards my right ribs. You're just like shortening the distance between your ribs and your hip. Back to the other side. This is all for the lower back. Every bit of it. Back. Wag that tail. Back and forth. This is so good for the lower back. I'm going to bring my right knee forward to the center of my body. And my left heel is going to be below my left hip. And I'm going to come right down onto the floor, lying on that leg. This class just flew by. I wonder if I snored during it. It's so relaxing. good to take, a 45-minute moment of just relaxation, not even about the stretch, but about just taking that moment to just kind of breathe and let go. Right, back to your hands and knees. Let's do that cat-cow again. Here we go. Tilt the hip bones towards the ceiling and the chest comes down. Hip bones towards the floor, chest goes forward. Arms stay straight. Switch. Back and forth. Back and forth. Let's do that tail wag. So I'm trying to push my left hip towards my left ribs, trying to shorten the distance. Then I go to the other side and do it with the right. Back and forth. Wag the tail. Then I'm going to take my left leg, bring that knee forward so that, place it so that my heel goes below my right hip. Then I'm going to go down on that leg and stretch. Put my weight down, go down to my elbows. Do. All right, so I'm going to come forward on my elbows or forearms, and I'm just going to straighten both legs and gently place my hips on the floor. There we go. If you really want a big stretch, you could go down and put your hands beside your chest and bring your body up and let your hips hang. Or you could just stay on your elbows or your forearms. Right? And then I just like to go right back to child pose. And that's it. Time flew by today. Super relaxing. Well, I found it super relaxing. I'm kind of.
That was great, Kelly. Thank you.
My pleasure.